There comes a moment when you have to face one truth. Your life is not shaken by the world. It is shaken by how you respond to it. Every day, people lose control, not because something big happened, but because something small got inside them. A comment, a delay, a mistake. And suddenly, the whole day feels broken. But strong people are different. They don't live without emotions. They live above them. Napoleon Hill said this clearly. You are not controlled by events. You are controlled by your interpretation of them. That's the shift. The same situation can break one person and build another. Not because of ability, because of attitude. Most people react first. They feel anger, and they speak. They feel fear, and they stop. They feel pressure, and they rush. But people who don't get shaken do one thing differently. They pause. Not long, just enough. Enough to ask one question. What attitude do I choose here? That question changes everything. Because in that moment, emotion is no longer in charge. You are. And this is where real control begins. You don't need to eliminate emotions. That's impossible. But you must stop handing them the steering wheel. Emotion is a signal, not a decision maker. If you let it decide, your life becomes unstable. If you control it, your life becomes intentional. Most failures don't come from lack of skill. They come from emotional decisions. A sentence said in anger, a choice made in fear, a moment of impatience. These feel small, but they build patterns, and patterns build your life. Now here's the deeper problem. Most people don't have a standard. They don't have a fixed internal rule. So they borrow their direction from other people, from the situation, from their current mood. And that's why they shake, because anything external can move them. But people who stay grounded have something different. They have a principle, a rule that doesn't change even when everything else does. They don't ask, why is this happening to me? They ask, what is the strongest response I can choose? That shift is everything. Because when the question changes, your thinking changes. When thinking changes, emotion follows. And when emotion changes, your behavior becomes controlled. This is not talent. This is training, mental training. And it starts small. First, delay your reaction. Not every thought needs to be spoken. Not every feeling needs to become action. That short pause is where power lives. Second, separate control. Ask yourself, can I control this? If the answer is no, let it go. If the answer is yes, act with intention. This protects your energy, because weak people try to control everything. Strong people choose what to control. Third, define your attitude in advance. Before the day begins, decide who you are going to be. I stay calm. I don't react emotionally. I choose principle over impulse. Repeat it. Because what you repeat becomes automatic. And in difficult moments, automatic behavior is everything. Now understand this. Success is not built on big moments. It is built on repeated small decisions. The way you think, the way you respond, the way you hold yourself, that becomes your identity. And your identity shapes your future. People often believe success comes from opportunity, but that's not the full truth. Opportunity follows stability. People trust those who don't break under pressure. They give responsibility to those who stay composed, not loud people, not emotional people, stable people. And that stability comes from attitude. If your attitude shakes, opportunities move away. If your attitude holds, opportunities move toward you. So the real question is not, what is happening to me? The real question is, am I in control of myself? Because if you are not, everything else will control you. But the moment you decide that your attitude is yours, everything changes. You stop reacting. You start choosing. You stop being pulled. You start leading. And that is real freedom. Not when life gets easier, but when nothing can shake you anymore. So remember this. No matter what happens, your attitude is your decision. Hold that line. And over time, you won't just survive life, you will direct it.